For the 2024 Hankook London E-Prix, joining us on stage we have our team of representatives, James Barclay from Jaguar TCS Racing, Florian Modlinger from Heuer Porsche Formula E team, and Phil Charles from DS Penske. Welcome, gentlemen. Good to be back in London, of course. James, let's start with you, because this goes without saying, a absolutely massive weekend for you and the team, because you've got a chance not just to take home one, not just two, but potentially 3 trophies. However, this is not the first time you've been asked this question. What's going to be different? How are you going to do it this time?
Yeah, firstly, if I had a pound for every time being asked that question, I'd be a rich man. But no, listen, I think firstly, really proud of the team. You know, we have been consistently for 4 years. We've fought for a driver, a team championship, and I think the measure of a team is being able to consistently perform at the top, and that's exactly what we've done. We put ourselves into an incredible position. If you'd asked me at the start of the year, would you want to be in this situation, I'd say absolutely. And I think that is a testament to the team, incredible hard work from the men and women in the team to prepare not only a fantastic car, to operate the team in a great way, and both our drivers have performed brilliantly. So honestly, for now, that's all I can ask for. We come into the last weekend of the year with a chance to fight for the championship, and all we can do is try our best. You know, stick to our processes, dot the I's and cross the T's, but it's sport, right? So we can't control everything. It would be boring if we could. But the reality is, yeah, we just have to do what we've done all year, which has been fantastic, and try and bring this first championship home. But whatever happens, I'm incredibly proud of the team that for 4 years we have consistently done that, and that's a massive achievement in its own right.
Once again, it comes down to the final race weekend, to the final location, London. Now, is that added motivation or added pressure, being very much a home race for the brand, for the Jaguar brand? The history is there, ready to be made, but you've got some very tight, close rivals looking to stop that happening.
So, pressure is a privilege, right? As the saying goes. What a wonderful place to be, having a championship showdown in London with home fans. I think that home support is going to be something which we already feel this weekend. We have huge amounts of colleagues, of partners, of media, and all sorts of people attending to support the team. So from our point of view, a fantastic platform which to do it, right? This is exactly what sport should be about, right? It's about big crucibles, big moments, and that's exactly what this weekend is about, and it gives us something to really be passionate about. We're really driven by that, and yeah, the thought of being able to be successful in front of our home crowd is something which we're excited by.
Now, on one hand, you personally are in an enviable position because you potentially could win a trophy or a championship, but you're in an unenviable position because how do you plan to manage the team strategy side of things? Because you've got both your drivers sitting 1 and 2. We saw in Portland, both drivers in the fight, what that cost you. Both drivers have missed out in the past. Both want to win, but only one can. How do you even begin to manage that as a team principal?
Well, whilst both drivers have a mathematical chance, you know, you have to let both of them fight for the championship, and that's the reality. But at the same time, as a group, we absolutely, you know, everyone is here racing for Jaguar TCS Racing. Like that's the team, and we're all employees of the team to go and deliver that result. So that's the absolute kind of the focus and the priority. But absolutely supporting both drivers equally. They both stand a chance to win the championship. If something changed on Saturday, we have to adjust that strategy. At the same time, that's absolutely what we'll do, and the whole team will kind of, you know, rally around what that decision is and take it forward from there. So yeah, it's respectful to both drivers. They both have an opportunity, but if something changes, then our full support will go behind one of them to maximise that opportunity.
So does that mean at this point, the conversations, if there have been any, might have been around get the team's job done on Saturday, and then we'll see where we are on Sunday?
That's the easiest scenario you can play out, absolutely. But as we all know, you know, it's very rarely does the scenario you project actually kind of play out, and you've got to be careful you don't lock yourself into a scenario that if it doesn't happen, you're then in a whole world of confusion and pain. So we just have to take it one step at a time, deal with those decisions quickly on the weekend, and yeah, most importantly, think about what's going to put us in the best position of the team championship, and support, you know, one of them to ultimately get that drivers' championship as well.
Thank you, James. Florian, moving on to you. Big weekend for yourself and Porsche too, because Pascal's only 12 points behind Nick, level on points with Mitch Evans. All to play for. How do you make it happen? How do you stop the Jaguar party?
Hello everyone. Yeah, was a strong season, and I'm also very proud of the whole team, the development people at home, having 7 wins for the 9NX Electric this year shows how strong the package is. And also being able to fight here for all 3 titles. That was the target, to keep it open until the last event. We are fully motivated. We are in the hunt. We try to challenge them as hard as possible and chase them down. We have not a lot to lose. We have our standings in the teams, in the manufacturer. We are leading. Pascal 12 points behind, but also Antonio only 33 points behind. Keeping also in mind that he lost 25 valuable points in Misano. Therefore, a lot to play. We try our best, and then let's see where we are finally on Sunday, and try to postpone or stop the party. Yeah?
You mentioned Da Costa there, because in the second half of the season especially, he's been making up the vast majority of Porsche's points. What might need to happen for Da Costa in the race one here on Sunday for him to potentially become a priority for the championship based on that, undeniable form he's been showing?
I think that's an easy answer, because for him, clearly with the gap you see, he needs a win or a P2, and the other three not really scoring valuable points. In the flow he is. I think he's able to do a lot. You could see 4 wins in the last 5 races. If he keeps this up, and a bit of nervosity is coming up on the others, like seen in Portland, maybe then there's a lot to play for him.
Now, it's not the first time that you've been in a championship fight as a team, or Pascal as a driver. This season, do you rank your chances better than last season in both the drivers and the team's championship? If not on points, being one story, but also on feeling and form going into this final weekend?
Yeah, I think we proved and showed that we are competitive on all kind of tracks. Last year we had a bit of a weakness in qualifying. This we sorted out for this year. We showed on the different tracks that we are good there. Pascal with Jeff together are the best qualifiers. This means we have it in our own hands, put it on pole, try to do the win from the front 2 times, and that's the big message. We have it in our own hands if we perform well here. We do not need luck, we do not need help from others, but we need to perform. Therefore, full focus on this weekend. Try to do a focused, calm job like all the races before, and that's it. Keep all scenarios in mind, then support each other if needed, and that's our target.
Thank you, Florian. Phil, moving on to you. Jean-Eric Vergne, mathematically in contention, but a top 5 or perhaps a top 3, feasibly the most realistic outcome, which I would say is a pretty good result considering the performance of the others, like the Jaguar and